Have you ever wondered how a series about a charming yet dangerous man like Joe Goldberg manages to keep viewers hooked, especially when it comes to who he ends up killing? Uh, if so, you're in for a wild ride. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button before diving into this tangled web. Trust me, you'll want to keep up with all the twists. In the latest season of You, there's a noticeably lighter tone, um, less bloodshed than before. Uh, Joe's cautious, but still, some folks push him to his limits. Um, because no matter how much he tries to stay on the righteous path, his past actions cast long shadows. 3 years after season four, uh, Joe's married to uh, Kate Lockwood. Their union catapults them into the spotlight, but it also stirs up old enemies and new threats. Kate tries to steer the large Lockwood Corporation toward redemption, yet her siblings and corporate rivals aren't fans of change. Money often causes chaos. Amid the chaos, Joe's deadly side hasn't gone away, and his instincts kick in when danger lurks at absolute how to get to uh, danger lurks. Let's look at some of the characters he ended up killing in season five, each with their own backstory and reasons that led to their doom. Uh, First up, Buffalo Bob Kane. And as a kind of key figure on the company's board and a friend of Kate, Bob's reputation was on the line when an expose threatened to destroy Kate. Joe uncovered that Bob was behind leaking her secrets. Uh, without hesitation, Joe took matters into his own hands, turning into his infamous assassin role, and staged Bob's death as a suicide to protect Kate. Uh, Next in line is Reagan Lockwood Jacobs, Kate's half sister. Oozing ruthlessness. Um, Reagan had a long history of tormenting her twin sister Maddie and even targeting Joe's son Henry. After Bob's death, Reagan's suspicions pointed to Kate, forcing Joe to make a tough call, and uh, he imprisoned both twins, pushing the narrative that one was responsible for the other's death. Uh, that twist, Maddie ended up killing Reagan, an outcome that officially marked Joe's ever-present dark side. Um, then there's Clayton Angevine, who at first seemed like a typical jealous ex-possessive and aggressive, uh, but it turned out Clayton was much more than he appeared. He was the son of uh, Dr. Mickey Angevine, a psychologist with a dark past, and Clayton figured out Joe's secret life and teamed up with vigilantes to get revenge. Um, their plan, well, it ended with Joe killing Clayton on a TikTok live stream, an unorthodox and memorable end. And finally, Dane, after Clayton's death, the fallout was messy and Bronte's reputation was in limbo. Dane, feeling betrayed and wanting revenge, kidnapped Bronte, believing it was justice. Of course, Joe wasn't about to see her hurt. And while Bronte chose to let Dane go, Joe decided otherwise. Out of nowhere, he tracked Dane down and ended his life. sliding into his last murder as a free man before even risking prison. And if you think about it, Joe's killings are less about random violence and more about his twisted sense of justice, and sometimes protecting the people he loves. And here's a lighthearted joke. If Joe ever opened a bakery, would he actually make the perfect killer croissants? With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.